Jason. So this book is called Greater Monster, and I generally describe it as a psychedelic fairy tale to give you a sense of the crazy genre it is. And in the beginning of this novel, the main character finds himself with a psychedelic drug that he takes twice. And this drug is very similar in many ways to DMT, or Salvia divinorum. And after he takes it the second time, his mind shatters, and that's when things start to get really weird. And I'm going to read a portion from his second trip, which he's on the L platform in Chicago, and a police officer approaches him, and so he's really scared he's going to get busted with this drug, so he swallows it. And then as he steps onto the Chicago L train, it starts to take effect. The silver serpent pulled up, and the uniform was gone. I slipped between its scales and sat in its throat. Clatter, clatter, clank. The harsh glare vanished as we slouched roughly into the intestines of Chicago. Dark and swaying, jittering from side to side, sparks and squeals. I couldn't get comfortable. It was bony on the inside. I kept readjusting, frustrated and irritated, bone to bone. A feather tickled my cheek. Chills. I turned and looked back. A circle of light receding. I closed my eyes. I opened my eyes. It was dark. I closed my eyes. Feet shuffled around me, followed by material crumpling and crinkling. It was pitch black. I closed my eyes. Up from my gorge, a sensation of fright, thrashing side to side, hurling between my knees, on my pants, the burning, rushing milk searing my throat, sticking in my teeth. I opened my eyes. I noticed his black boat shoes and a lugubrious black dog with matted hair resting its chin on his shoe. Dog in harness, old man with a stick. He sat facing me, frozen, eyes hidden behind big black square sunglasses. His stick thin and long, a thick salt and pepper beard and mustache. He pulled back his lips in a smile or grimace or both, and gold glinted in his mouth. Yo, brother, you okay? Not looking so good, all twitchy and shit. I turned to my left. It was a dark man with a knit winter cap tight on his head. You're pale as a ghost, brother. He looked at me. His face was clean and round. You look like you need to chill. You got sick all over you. I will not preach to you, but I highly suggest you need to get off whatever shit you're on, whatever it is. I'm not judging you. I used to be on the shit too, man, but I got off, selling streetwise now. Gonna move out of the shelter soon, yeah. In the meantime, I'm working the tunnel. Never see the light of day. Stand around with my streetwise. I don't solicit, but I gotta be careful. Can't trust anyone. Underground cops. I get AFBB, you know? Arrested for being black. That joke's only funny because it's true. All you can do is keep your head down, keep moving. None of it makes sense. Just roll with it, right? Keep an eye out for your brother. I'm getting my feet back under me, man. Shit, you're still young. Anyway, it's none of my fucking business, I know. Look, I don't do this regular, but you look like you need some medication to help with the twitching or seizures or whatever you got going on. He looked around. There's nobody in here but you, me, and I don't think this blind guy is going to give a shit. He came up close. His flannel shirt sleeve had little red worms sprouting from the cuffs. Listen, I got some skunk for myself, just a couple buds. I got some bad knee pain, can't afford a doctor, you know? But shit, you need some medicine and there ain't no doctor gonna fix you when you're homeless and fucked up. My cousin, he got the twitches, you know, and the bud seems to help him. Seen it. He put a pipe shaped like a cornucopia in my mouth. A flame ignited like a bloody rose. Hold still, brother, hold still. Now breathe, man, breathe. There you go. You just need to get out of your head. Breathe and let it go. Now, there. Get some sleep, brother. My hand was in my pocket, clutching an object. I pulled it out and tore a hole. Tore a hole in my pocket. I held it up. It was a plastic shape, gray, brown, sage, white, whirled into a teardrop. A face was submerged in the undifferentiated substance, a long nose as the blob melted through my fingers onto the floor. The old man smiled and his gold tooth glinted and the silver serpent clattered, slithered, clattered. The light went out, and all I could see was the gold tooth, and the lights came back, and no one was there except the blind man and me and his dog, and darkness glittered around me as I slid down a curved banister, and my head turned to the right, and a suit was there, staring at me, exuding suitness. I looked at his face. It was a woman, painfully beautiful as a knife edge, her face traced with flickering circuitry. I couldn't break free as she leaned toward me, smiling, shaking her hair, a fiber optic light. "You should follow me," but I sank down and out. And I slid onto the floor and out of my body. And there I was, lying on the floor. I saw myself, insubstantial, blurring into the dog, hiding, relaxed, comfortable.